From our studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park, it's Okoboji Broadcast with Jeff Thee. Welcome to Okoboji Broadcast, everybody. Sunny day here in the Iowa Great Lakes. It's springtime, and I have here with me, talking about the freshest spring, that's elementary students down at Okoboji Schools, and Principal Dave Vonk is here with me today.
Yeah.
Welcome, my friend. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. You're right. It's nice outside. The ice is melting on the lake, and spring is upon us, which is very exciting.
And I love this time of the year. It's new life, and now that we're kind of getting to the end of the tunnel, or at least we can see daylight with the COVID thing, it means more than usual, I think.
Yeah, it's exciting, no doubt about it. And this year's been amazing, but it's also time to start planning for next year.
Exactly,
start
right.
Thinking about the future and what are things going to look like, and how can we prepare for that as well. So.
Yeah, and we talked about that. You feel that going into latter part of August and September, of course, we were all concerned. You got our kids and all these different things, but it's gone pretty darn well.
Yeah. If you would have told me back in July or August that the way the year has gone is the way that it would have gone at that time, I would have said, you're crazy. No way. It's really been an amazing year. The students have been outstanding. They've been so flexible. My staff has been unbelievable in their willingness to do what needs to be done. Parents, the community has been great as well, and people have just done what they needed to do. We've kept each other safe, and we've kept kids in school, and we've given a high quality education at the same time. And those were our goals at the beginning, and to say that we've met them is pretty amazing, and we feel very blessed to be able to say that.
Yeah, it says a lot for our school system, for our parents, and the kids as well.
Yeah,
no doubt about that.
Yeah, for sure. It's been fun.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about, because like you said, we're looking forward to next year, and that means a whole new class of students coming into the Okoboji Elementary School System, and so we're getting ready for kindergarten.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, so we have a couple of big nights coming up here at the elementary. So we have our preschool parent night, which is actually April 8th, and that is going to be for all families that have any student that is going to turn 4 on or before September 15 of this year. So if anybody has a young kiddo that's going to turn 4, they can come to that meeting. And they should come, because it's a great way to see the school, meet the staff. So we do have a couple of moving parts for staff there as well next year.
Right.
They can see the classrooms if they would like. They can learn a little bit about the district in general. But also when they come, they give us information that we need to be able to reach out to them and contact them for registration this summer. So, and on top of that, actually, we do offer full day and half day preschool options. Yep. So those families then, when they come that night, get to basically give us their preference on which one they choose. And spots do fill up pretty quick. We offer 3 full day sections and then the 1 half day section, and we're actually capped on the amount of students that can go into each room. So those that want the full day is usually the more popular one. Yeah. So those that want that, it's good to get their name in early and to try to register for that spot as quickly as they can. So
and I can vouch for the quality of it. My oldest granddaughter has been in preschool this year, and whenever she gets to come to our house, I find out, okay, what was the letter of the day, and then we start going over things that begin with that, and she loves going to school.
That's
so
awesome.
You got a great system there.
Yeah, I do. I have a great staff. There's no doubt about it. So that's our pre-K night, and it's always a great night. It's not a super long meeting. We're done usually in a half hour, 45 minutes tops.
Okay.
Goes pretty quick, pretty smooth. Lots of information thrown their way, and then we gather information from them, and then they go on their way, and we look forward to next year. Is kind of how that goes.
Makes for a smoother transition next fall. Yes.
Yeah, it really does. And then on top of that, then the next Monday we actually have our kindergarten Roundup meeting, and that's a little bit different because that meeting is specifically designed for those families that do not have preschool students in our system.
Right.
So everyone that's in our system now in pre-K will get all the same information that we're going to give at the kindergarten Roundup. This is designed more for those families that do not have students in our preschool, that are looking at bringing their child to kindergarten next year. So it's pretty much the same as the preschool standard, but a year older. So if they have a student that turns 5 on or before September 15, they would be eligible for kindergarten next year.
Okay.
And it's usually a much smaller group then, because most of our families do come to our preschool program, but not all. Right. There's definitely a number of families that have kids at home during their preschool years, especially this year with COVID.
Right.
I know there were a number of families that thought to themselves, they had the ability to keep their child home, and they thought, well, I don't necessarily want my child's first educational experience to have plexiglass and masks and all these different types of things. Totally understandable for the little ones. So basically, we would like all of those families that don't have their student in our system to come and bring their child as well.
Yeah.
Because we do offer transitional kindergarten, our TK program.
Oh, okay.
And we cap that number as well, but we try to keep that room reserved for those kids that have the greatest need for TK. You know, they whether it's social, emotional, academic,
right,
behavioral, or whatever the case may be, we try to reserve that for those kids that just need that extra year to get ready.
Right.
And we do a quick assessment that night on those students. So those new families that come, we do prefer they bring their child as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll run that one a little bit different as we do the preschool one. With a smaller group, we can make it a little bit more intimate, a little bit nicer that way.
Right.
I actually will give a full tour of the building for those families because likely they're going to be new to the building and stuff too.
Yes.
So, you know, it'd be a fun night. But we prefer the kids come so that we can kind of determine whether or not they would benefit from the TK route or just going straight to the kindergarten,
right?
Or then we can at least have that discussion. So,
well, and it's nice you do that because, you know, we all learn at different levels.
We do,
even as adults.
Yep,
you know, we do our styles of learning, our perception of learning is all.
Yep.
And to take that time and just might just be the best for your little gal or boy.
Yeah.
And
it fits right in with our slogan, you know, our pioneering pathways for every student.
Right.
We really try to live that out in every area of our school, and this is just another example, basically.
Yeah.
You know, every student needs something different, like you said, and we do our best to meet those needs, and this is one way that we can do that.
Yeah, and I think these meetings are great for certainly for the new students, but the parents as well, because especially if it's your first and eldest. There's something about I'm sending my child to kindergarten, and when you get in there and you see the teachers and how much they care and how wonderful the school system is, when it comes time to take them in, you're kind of like, they're going to be fine.
Oh yeah, in the end, there's no doubt about it. It's a partnership between the school and the home, no question. And the more that we can build that partnership early on, the better, because it just helps all of us work together. Because we all have the same goal in mind. We all know what's best for the kids, and if we can get parents in early in the process to meet us and see the smiling faces of our amazing teachers and the awesome classrooms and the fun activities that they'll be doing, it always helps that process, which is great. And we have an amazing community that's been just unbelievably supportive over the years. So it's always fun to see the new faces come in, though.
Yeah,
no doubt.
And sometimes I look ahead when I see a group of new kindergartners and I think, okay, this will be the class of 2047. Oh my goodness.
Exactly.
I hope I'm still here when they graduate.
I try to not think about that.
Yeah, you're probably better off.
Yeah, let's just enjoy every year the way it is.
Let that go.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the dates and times on those meetings again, real quick before we go, Dave.
Yeah, Thursday at 6:30. That'd be April 8th, and then that Monday, I believe, then would be the 12th.
Yep.
For the kindergarten roundup at 6:30 also at the elementary. So the preschool one, people can actually enter through the doors by the gym on the north side of the building.
Okay.
And then the kindergarten one, they can enter in the main office doors on the east side of the building.
Okay. Now, if people have any questions, concerns, can they get a hold of the school and find out more?
Absolutely. Yep. 338-2458 is the office number. They can call that anytime, and we'll be happy to answer any questions they have.
Very good. Well, thank you for just a nice thank you to all your staff, faculty, yourself, for the care that you've given, especially during this past year, Dave. It means a lot to a lot of families and the community as a whole. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, this year's been a blessing, and we're just so happy we've been able to serve the kids all year long. And if you don't mind, I'd like to mention one more thing actually about kindergarten. One other really neat piece of information that the community might like to know is that our school board has committed to 5 sections of kindergarten next year.
Yes,
which is amazing. It's in the budget times that we live in, it's difficult to be able to do that, but our board has been extremely supportive of our primary grades over the years, and they really believe in establishing a firm foundation for our kids. And one of the best ways to do that, there's 2 ways to do that. One is have great teachers, which we have.
Yes.
And 2 is to have as small class sizes as possible so those kids can get what they truly need to be able to pioneer their pathway. And they've committed to that. So I'm expecting actually classes of about 18 students for kindergarten next year.
That's a marvelous size.
Amazing. Under 20 is so awesome to have. So we're really excited about that. So parents that are considering, what to do with their child next year for kindergarten, I think knowing that we would have class sizes of 18 is pretty awesome.
Yes, it
and
is.
I think it's great for them to know that.
Well, kudos to your school board for having the faith to do that. That's awesome.
We're very thankful and grateful for
and the kids will benefit, and teachers too.
They sure will.
Yes, indeed.
No doubt.
All right, Dave, thank you for coming in and letting us know about our new class coming in next year. It's exciting to know.
It sure is. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
My pleasure indeed. Dave Vonk, the principal for Okoboji Elementary School, joining us here today. We want to thank him for taking a few minutes with us. Thank you for watching us right here on Okoboji Broadcast. Okoboji Broadcast from the studios at historic Arnold's Park Amusement Park is brought to you by the Scott Troutman State Farm Agency in Spirit Lake, Pure Fishing in Spirit Lake, Last Touch Painting and Cleaning, providing interior, exterior, house painting, and professional cleaning services in Spirit Lake. Quest Wealth Management, a financial advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services. Advisor Jan Spielman, AJ Spielman, and Erica Wachholz. Ducky's Marine and Motorsports Repair in Spirit Lake. Bank Midwest, dream big, plan wisely, live well. Lakes Regional Healthcare and Avera Partner. Attorney Bethany Brands at Brands Law Office in Spirit Lake. Ruthven Locker at the Lake, where carnivores are welcome on Hill Avenue in Spirit Lake. Beck Engineering in Spirit Lake. Be Radiant Laser Skin Studio in the Okoboji Plaza in Okoboji. The YMCA of the Okobojis is the Bedell Family YMCA, building strong families and strong communities.